The issue with Matt turning his camera off is I don't know when we go live.
We are live.
Apparently we're live, never mind. Hello and welcome to I Kill My Friends and They Don't Mind. This week I'm bonus.
Oh, I mind. I very much mind.
Well, don't get me started on Vampire the Masquerade then, okay? You can catch our past episodes of Vampire the Masquerade on our YouTube channel. Curse of Strahd. The party is split. Cardinal sin. How are they still alive?
We ran away.
You have let yourself, well, Olav and Cedric. Jim, can you tell me what name you want?
Cedric.
Cedric. Jim, no. Olav and Cedric asked to come in as a decoy whilst Magus as a spider in wild shape and Alessander, who is invisible, not anymore, but they were when they came in, went around the castle looking for their friends Irina and Darzin. Strahd very quickly had enough of their shit and quickly disposed of Olav and Cedric, and they are now locked in the dungeons. Whereas Magus and Alessander heard the sound of battle, ran in the other direction up to the top of a tower where they met a doll called Piddlewick II, who they do not like, but who appears to be coming along for the ride for reasons that only Alessander can explain.
In case it's useful. It might not be. It might get dropped from a great height.
They climbed down from the North Tower peak. Not the North Tower, it doesn't matter, it's the geography of this castle. They climbed down from the highest peak to this level here, where you are on a roof rimmed with battlements. You can see the roof over the edge. The courtyard's about 150 feet below. And there is a bridge leading to another tower. The iron railings of the bridge have rusted and bent and broken, leaving it without handholds, and there is a closed door on the other side. As I unpause the game, what would you like to do? Oh, and there's a staircase leading down as well.
We've descended the tower into the part where we can now walk across the bridge.
Yes, you have.
Yeah. Just making sure I'm not doing any more climbing with the weird, creepy child thing strapped to me. How's Graham feeling about this?
Oh, at some point when you land, because he'll have let himself down flying, obviously, you will feel where you would usually feel claws on your shoulder. You now feel them on the top of your head, keeping his distance from this thing. He will probably at some point go, "Why are we bringing this thing along?"
Useful.
You cut out there, sorry, Hazel, what did you say?
It might be useful. We'll just have to wait and see. Maybe stay out of its reach.
Oh, I'm staying invisible.
Good plan.
I don't remember my voice. Who are you talking to?
I'm just talking to myself.
Where are we going now?
Anywhere in the castle where Lord Strahd might hide something or someone.
He hid me in the tower. Well, no, he didn't hide me. The horrible one did.
Who's the horrible one?
The one with the curly hair. She didn't like games.
Okay, so that's going to be one of his wives, isn't it? Trying to think of who we've met so far and who has curly hair.
Ludmilla has curly hair.
Ludmilla, yeah. She was the one who attacked the town, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, she is the horrible one.
Where would I go if I was playing hide and seek? If I could climb the stairs, probably the dungeon.
Okay.
It's dark down there.
Okay. And then I'll turn to the spider, who I'm sure is probably also keeping out of the creepy thing's reach. Do we head across to the other tower, or do we try to get to the dungeons?
At this point, the spider will just crawl down Alessandra's body onto the floor. I guess he'll become visible as soon as he gets onto the floor, and pray back into Magnus.
Alexander falls to his knees. Just like, oh, thank God.
Trick!
Hello, my friends. Sorry about that, Alessandra. But it seemed to keep us safe for the time being. I've a feeling I might be knowing where they are. When we were here before, the nice one, I don't know if she's nice, she's a bit weird, but she was nice to us. Ludmilla.
You.
Valenta. She showed me, well, our entertainments, I suppose. And they were pretty weird, but there were places down there where folks might be stored, I guess. At least in that direction. It's worth looking down there, I think. Unless Graham knows the way to the dungeon.
Why would I know the way?
I don't know, you said maybe the dungeon. I didn't know. It was worth asking if you'd been here before.
No, that was me. Who are you? I'm Piddlewick the Second.
Oh, well, okay, if Piddlewick knows the way to the dungeon, but you don't. Do you?
Down?
Well, I knew that. But I think I can get us most of the way there at least, or at least somewhere that might be closer. I'm not quite sure how to lead you though, because I can stop myself from being seen, but if I do that, you won't see me.
You're going to disappear again.
I could turn myself into something a little bit more visible for you.
Yes. Oh God, that doll's going to be useless, isn't it?
Valenta always carried me.
Well, I'm carrying you, but do you remember anything that you saw along the way?
It's been a long time since I was allowed in those bits of the castle.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. Can Graham see invisible things? He's got devil sight, but that's just it can see through magical darkness.
I don't think so. I think that was our previous familiar could see invisible things.
Yeah. I mean, I can just try and be stealthy, and if Magus, if you wanted to maybe be invisible and go ahead,
I can.
then maybe Graham could go between the two of us.
If I'm just wondering, the thing is, I can become a moth or something like that you can follow, but I would be able to be talking.
Well, there's got to be some way that we can figure out how to communicate.
We could. Well, I tell you what. How about this? I take off my scarf and hand you the other end. I'll put it in your hand once I'm invisible. I'll hold the other end. It should stay invisible, I reckon. And then you can hold on to that. If you let go, I shall stop moving.
That screen froze at the perfect time.
Yep.
Well, while Tom's doing that,
He's back. Just
I'm
about.
he's back.
Sorry, that was weird.
You went on, if you let go.
All right. If you let go, I shall know, and I shall stop. Put it back in your hand. So if anything happens and I don't see, just let go of the scarf. I'll turn around and look at thee.
Give us much chance of actual communication.
Well, if I'm invisible, I can talk. We can still talk to each other, just not when there's
so
others around.
True.
Why aren't we playing?
We're just coming up with a strategy for the game.
Thing is,
Go downstairs.
we've got to find the others. We're playing hide and seek. We've got to find them without them knowing us finding them. So we're
I
trying to
thought we
come up
were
with
playing find the princess.
hide, but they can't know we're looking. So just give us a moment. Right.
Tom might have messaged you something.
All right then. Tell you what. Apologies for this, but maybe don't pay attention to it. And I'll pick my nose and just stick it on the head of the doll that's on the and create an eerie token.
Oh, lovely.
What was that?
Nothing for you to worry about. Just as Alexander kind of does a little heave as he looks down at this snot on this doll's head.
And I can talk to you, Piddlewick, and let you know, and then you have to let Alessander know what's going on if we get separated, okay? And I shall say that in his head.
How are you doing that?
Well, if you think the words, I shall hear them too.
If I think the words.
All right.
I'm gonna do an intelligence check. He's a very basic thing.
If I put my hand on the snot, does it class as me holding the token and therefore it I will also be able to hear.
Holding or carrying the token, so you just have to be touching it.
Am I carrying it by proxy for the holding the doll?
I will say you have to touch the snot.
I really don't like snot. There are
I only
multiple
put it on top of
stories
the
with-
door because I thought it was gross putting it on it. I forgot you have to touch it as well.
I think I understand it. I don't say the word, I just think the words. Hello, can you hear me?
You don't have to shout when you think it. You don't have to shout. I can hear it if you just think it at a normal volume. It's fine.
Is he thinking or is he pooping?
I can't poop.
Good. That gives me some security here.
All right, off we
Right.
go.
I will put my hand on the thing's head. Just so I can hear anything that might be of importance because I don't trust Piddlewick.
I shall cast invisibility on myself, and I shall then hand the end of my scarf, or part of my the end of my one end of my scarf, and put it in Alessander's other hand.
I'm wearing the doll.
You can
And-
resume the papoosing.
Because I'm wearing the doll, and the doll is not a person, as it is a construct. If I cast invisibility, will the doll also be invisible?
I'll allow it.
Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's so as long as he's papoosed. Okay, then it's a construct.
Construct, and I like it, so they can have it.
Thank you.
All this the while, anyone that is touching the snot or is magus will hear.
Every now and then there'll just be a little sound.
Magus is quite enjoying it. He's a little smile to himself. And turns around and starts walking down the stairs. So I'm trying to get back to the dining room and then take the way that Valenta showed down to her little table and chairs.
Give me a moment. Let me check your route down to the dining room, and if you're not going to bump into anyone on the way, then I'll just move you. And level 2.
Safest to cross over and then go down.
You want to cross over?
No, let me try and remember. So we're still in the original tower that we went up, yeah?
That was like an offshoot of this main tower, but you're still on that side.
So if we're... And the dining room was on a different floor to the fight? But then we want to go down and then into the dungeon, is that what we're saying? And was there an entry to the dungeon in that same kind of frontage that we entered the tower on?
To my knowledge, you haven't seen, nor has Magus seen a way down to the dungeons. He's seen the level below, the level above the dungeons.
Okay. But so I'm trying to. So we had the front of the castle where we ran away from the fight and then we went up the stairs. There was a door on the other side that I thought went down. Did that go down? That stairwell?
Oh, there's a new, essentially a new wall.
A what?
A new wall.
A new wall. Okay. I'll follow Magus. I'll stop trying to hazel it and I'll follow Magus.
So my thinking was really that knowing what and how Valenta was doing what she was doing down there, that there might be some fairly simple passageway from there down to level below to the dungeons. So I thought it was a starting point for a search, that's all.
It is very
Lead the way.
possible. Oh, fucking Thorn, Jim. You won't run into him there. You could get down to the room Valenta showed you. Is that where you would like to go, or would you like to go to like the top of the staircase? Or
Well, let's go to the let's go to the room.
bear with me, and I will copy and I'll have you. Yeah, I'll just copy and paste you. It's easier.
All right.
Sorry, there's so many levels. Right, whilst I'm copying and pasting, we'll preload that scene. Bring you all together because that's just easier. Oh, are they? Let's close that door.
All right. As we get to the door, if Alexander hasn't got his hand on the top, I shall say to Piddlewick. Now, when we go in this room, we have to be quiet. It might be a bit weird, but don't be worrying. Firstly, we have to listen. Check that Valenta's not. Well, this is her hobby room, put it that way.
Why aren't you being quiet?
Speaking in your head. Right.
I will give you. This is what I was going to do, and I forgot. Probably whilst you're having this conversation, you will hear footsteps
From behind us. Or...
approaching the door.
Can I flatten up against the wall? I don't know if vampires can see invisible things. I feel that they can.
I will
Well,
retreat us back, and there's a door next to the one. Have a quick listen. This door there. I shall have a quick listen there.
yeah, perception. You don't think so? Not by the sounds of it. I will say at this moment, the door does open. I will be back later, Otto. I hope you are finished by then.
Flat myself against the wall and pray.
I'll have one hand on the top of the doll's head, and the other hand that's holding the scarf will be like trying to hold it above anyone's head so it doesn't catch on anyone.
Roll me stealth checks with advantage.
Double 18.
21.
Good.
Valenta, you will feel her cloak, or the long train of her dress, probably brush over your feet as she wanders past, seemingly oblivious to you.
Alexander's holding his breath.
As is Magnus. I shall mentally whisper. Don't even want to speak normally in my brain. That were close.
I've got my hand on the thing, so I'm just gonna be like, we should wait just a little longer, just to be sure.
I guess Otto's inside.
Now, Otto, the only Otto I can remember is from Kresk.
I called them both Otto because I changed the Otto in crit. Never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
This Otto served you at dinner.
Okay, so it's the
He has
the
a similar thing going on to Cedric.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You will see him in this Hall of Bones, which I will describe again because you weren't here and it's been a while. There is a table and chairs and chandelier, and even the walls, everything is made out of bones. I think I have a lovely visual
It's made out of
somewhere.
like pelvic bones.
It's what's the word when it's good for your good lumbar support?
Orthopedic, but I think that's just feet. Ergonomic.
Ergonomic, yes, it's very clever. She's very forward thinking. Great chairs. Not that you know, you've not sat in them yet. He's there with a load of really small bones, seemingly making a sort of threading them onto, well, some thread.
Tin.
If I see Sander still got his hand on the top of the doll's head, then I shall, in my brain, say, well, the reason I brought us here is, given the nature of that room and what she does with it, wonder if there might be a way to the dungeons. Just thought it might be a lead. So I don't know whether we want to go in there, but maybe we want to have a look around here, see if there's some stairs down.
Away from this door for a moment. Just out of earshot.
Okay.
So all of that would have been through the.
I assume everything's mental.
Yeah. But Graham isn't attached to the token, so if we could walk away far enough that I can whisper to Graham, could you go in that room and see if you can find a door?
On it, boss.
My boy.
I'm not even going to make him roll perception. He will come back and tell you that there are 2 doors in that room, one leading north and one leading south.
More secured than the other? Any difference between them?
Door's a door.
Shall we try the other doors up here before we go in that room?
Oh, I called him Adam, not Otto, but I've left the name on there. Sorry.
We listened to this door here, didn't we? And
I didn't hear nothing in there.
it didn't go well. Can I listen to this one?
You can. Perception, please. You are pretty confident you don't hear anything?
Can I check it for traps?
Yes. Yeah, investigation. I was wondering whether doing it stealthily would have any sort of penalty, but it's you're good at this sort of thing.
I'm not
Or so
great
we
at
say.
it
Yeah.
because I've got a creepy doll strapped to the front of me and he keeps kicking his legs and I'm just really worried it's going to catch the door. 11.
It doesn't appear to be trapped, it appears to be regular door.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Doorway to stairs and another room?
The uppy stairs or downy stairs?
They are uppy stairs.
Oh, you might not be able to see that it is a spiral staircase at the end of this hallway that goes both up and down.
Oh, okay.
So if you get a bit closer, there's another.
Yeah.
There's floor 1 to -2.
Bingo.
I don't remember what that is. I think it's from. I've changed this corridor.
Okay, so we just see the stairwell at the end.
Yeah, we'll say there's a statue in there or something in that alcove.
Okay.
Sorry, Jim, if you think what was going to happen was going to happen.
Well,
He's
that
not
was
paying
familiar.
attention. He's playing Baldur's Gate or something.
that we're lucky. Let's go down.
Are we sure we don't want to check any of the other rooms?
We was only here to find a way down. Let's go see if that's the right way first.
Okay.
Otherwise, yeah, the longer we're here, the riskier it is. I feel.
Oh, that didn't bring them downstairs. That's confusing. Why do you not work? Fine, I'll copy and paste you again.
Is it because of both ways?
-2. Which staircase is this? I hate this castle. I hate it so much. Oh, yeah, let's prepare scene. But then you wouldn't be afraid of every single little corner.
You gave us the creepiest doll in existence. We would be afraid no matter what.
Oh, God. Is that right? I think that's right. Oh, dungeons are so big. Sorry. Before we get there, was there anything that Cedric and Olav had been planning, wanting to do or talk about in this time?
Well, I remember Olaf was trying to twist his bars free.
He was. I have learned that steel does not become weaker with age. I did go away and look it up. If you could give me some sort of extraordinary strength check, because it would still depend upon your strength.
Okay.
We could see how you fare.
Can I get dragged back to the scene, please, so I can look at the...
Sorry.
It's okay. Thank you.
Oh, wait.
Quick question.
Yes.
Where are the steelworks in Barovia?
I have so many questions exactly like this about Ravenloft. About
Are they
Barovia.
steel or are they iron?
They'll be iron. They'll be iron, most likely. Because I doubt they're at the alloys.
Does iron.
I wouldn't worry too much. But I got 50.
But it's just me being a dickhead. Don't worry about
No,
it.
no, no, no.
Oh no, it's
I
me. I'm
agree with you.
apologising too.
I agree with you. I think, yeah, they probably wouldn't.
I've had
Although, if anyone can afford to put steel bars, I suppose it is the Lord of the Land. But
I've spent plenty of time flicking through all the stuff for Curse of Strahd and Barovia, going, everyone has food. Where are their farms? They're making a lot of this shit. Where are they where have they got quarries? Where are they mining?
Yeah, 15 isn't going to do it. So I checked the layout of the map, and I really apologise that does just go up. That is my... Does it? I'm really confused. Sorry. I'm pretty sure that only goes up.
The map layout is very awkward.
Who? Give me a moment. I'm sorry.
Whatever decision you make, we go with it. DM rules.
I'm going to look at the book. Castle Ravenloft. Larders of Ill Omen.
Sounds good. But it's all a place that only good things would happen.
Here we go. Okay, K21 up to K20. No, that is correct.
what is?
That. Oh wait, K20. That is correct. You can go down the floor there. It's something in a different staircase that only goes up. Good, lovely, wonderful. So yes, sorry, and the bars. Not with a 15. Not with a 15. Anything else? Foil.
I don't think I have any appropriate spells to get me out of this. So
No, me either.
Well, you know what? It looks like help might be on its way.
I'll just have a look around and see if there's any like loose bricks or bits of metal or anything. Just see what I can scavenge from the cell.
You can do a perception or an investigate. I don't mind which.
We both know that that's a waste of time.
can I do one?
Yes, you can do one too.
Yay. Oh.
You might find a couple of coins, maybe some rags, but there won't be anything of worth in your cell. Cedric with a 17, I will say. You think you can see the bars in the cell across from you, and then the cell across from that. So this will be the one opposite Olav, and you can swear for a moment you see something move.
I'm going to fumble around to see if there's anything that I can pick up, like any kind of coinage in my cell, or just
5
loose rocks.
silver if you insist upon it.
Oh, I could just pick up a rock. Presumably, there's going to be some degree of
Yeah,
debris.
yeah, debris. Yep, absolutely.
And I'm just going to wang it into that cell opposite Olaf.
Do I bother making you roll a ranged?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's dark and awkward through the bars. Are you?
I have light cast.
Depends.
I'm
whether
not giving
he's-
you any penalty.
Okay.
Depends whether he's just trying to get its attention or actually hit it, doesn't it? Surely.
All right. If you wanna just throw a pebble or a couple or whatever into the cell, then you can successfully do that. Roll initiative. Good thing this has happened now, isn't it?
My token has teleported into a cell because I was trying to move it out of the way so I could move Graham.
Is that what we found? Did we find Alessander?
I just wanted to check my little imp boy. No,
You guys
crime.
can be in combat as well. If we can say you're here when this begins to happen.
Been invisible and sneaking through the dungeon.
Oh, let's change the music a little bit. Let's bring the mood up. It's a little bit sleepy.
Should be a while before I get to go anywhere anyway. The one of my initiative roll.
To start with, just for the first turn, I'm going to say it's just Olav, the thing, Cedric, and then you come in on the next. Are we okay with that? Cool. So Olav, you will hear a rock. You'll hear something hit the bars of the cage across from you, and the sound of metal. And then out of the darkness, you'll hear sort of and you're looking for a person, a creature, something, and then you realize there is this grey-coloured ooze starting to seep through the bars towards you.
I'm guessing that was you, Cedric. Thanks a lot.
I thought there was a person in the cell opposite. I didn't realize it was a problem.
Well, you're about to find out.
Would you like to do, Olav, who
I'm
has
unarmed.
no
No.
arms? Yeah.
I'm unarmed, so no. No. Maybe in a bit, but no.
Nothing.
Don't have any.
I will allow for rocks in the cell as improvised weapons if you want to throw them.
No, I don't think pebbles are going to hurt it. No, I've got something if I need to, but no.
Holding an action or anything, or just
No. The only thing I can do is a reaction, so I'll hold
Okay.
for that.
I mean, the ooze will slide through the bars, reforming on the other side. And I mean, you're right there, and they can't see, they have blind sight, but you are the one that threw it, so Cedric.
Boy, I hope it misses.
With all of its 10 feet.
Oh, thank Christ.
You're just going to have to keep running around your cell forever.
Oh dear.
17?
It misses.
That's all it can do.
What a glorious day.
So upsetting when there aren't consequences.
So far.
I am on 1 hit point. So I'm going to cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds on myself.
Wise. I guess
That's 20.
we're
More
still,
suppressing those.
we're still in
Yes.
our armour, we're just not wearing any. We haven't got any weapons or equipment.
Prepare. Apply to restore the hit points to a creature. The creature's gains an additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. So I get an extra 5. Okay, well that's my action. And I don't have any bonus actions, so now I just stand there.
Okay.
Like a
that takes
potato.
us to the top of the round where we can now involve Alisander and Magus. I think from what we heard, you will maybe have heard the ding of the pebble and the familiar voice saying, I guess that was you, Cedric.
Thanks.
You can hear it sort of to your northwest. Before you. What do you have before you? You come out of this spiral staircase and see another set of stairs, just like a couple of feet down, into a hallway before you. That's got this film of black water on the surface. So you like if you stepped in it, you'd like maybe get your shoes wet.
Sorry, where exactly does the film of water start?
Once you get down these stairs that you are pretty much stood on.
Okay. Does it smell?
Yeah.
Does it remind us of when we were near the end of Death House?
Oh yeah, it's that sort of that vibe.
Oh,
That
God,
was a lovely
no.
time.
Yeah, I think that was when Alexander first pissed himself.
I wasn't there. Does this smell like just stagnant water? Like
Yeah.
a swamp water? Okay.
Yeah. You feel quite at home.
This is fine.
You'll probably just get a little as Alexander's now like gripping the head of the doll. You'll probably get a little inner monologue of, oh, I really hope it's not one of those things. I really hope it's not one of those things. I really hope it's not one of those things.
It's just a bit of still water, Alexander. Don't worry.
You step forward bravely into the water and you feel something in your stomach pull you away, sort of like when you do Misty Step, but not that, and you are where you are.
Instantly, still gripping onto the head of the doll. Magus, don't step on the water. He'll have seen I've gone like the.
I will
the
give you. You will feel with your foot. Yeah, you disappear, and you will feel with your foot as you took a step down. The stone underneath you move.
Try.
Yeah.
I am now. I will be doing a kind of a running commentary as much as I can for Magus. But do I have to be able to use the token? Is it an action or anything or?
No, just I can talk to you. Hang on.
Check the door. Can I check the door, please?
Check the door. What are you checking for?
Trapped.
Is it trapped?
I want
Investigate it,
to try and
please.
open it once. I
It
know
is an
where
action to talk via the.
Okay, I'm not talking to you then. Sorry.
You don't see any further traps. You can probably see some sort of glyph on the floor where you ended up that linked you to that trap, but other than that, it looks like a straightforward locked cell door.
Have I still got all of my possessions on
You
me?
have your possessions, you have not been captured.
Okay.
Somehow you have not been
Oh,
captured.
shit, 13.
Sorry.
Can't cast spells. I can't attack anything. Can I see through the bars at all? Can I
Yes,
tell?
absolutely. You can see that at the end of the corridor, end of the cells, you can see a light emanating from it, and you can see this amorphous blob undulating. I don't know what it's doing.
Okay, so
Doing
let
that
me
NPC dance.
Okay, so I've stepped forward, been transported. Is my investigation of the cell door, does that use any of my actions or bonus actions?
I'll let it slide.
Okay. So I have thief tools, but then I will bonus action fast hands thieves tools to try again. So I need to get out this freaking cell. And I got the exact same score. That's all I can do.
You're to be
God bless the
saving
devil.
everyone. With that, Olaf. This is fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Good. I don't really know. I'll just start bashing the gate, trying to break it away from its hinges. Hoping it's as
For it.
badly repaired as the rest of the castle.
I will lower the DC on your bending if you'd like to do that. Yeah, do me some damage.
How'd you just athletics?
Unarmed?
Unarmed. That's not going to work. Unarmed does 1 unless you, doesn't it? I was more
Then
thinking
what can you do? Oh, you mean just like a
shoulder barge,
shoulder
just like
barge.
trying to like repeatedly just barging it. Yeah, no, I don't mean hitting
Yeah,
it.
alright.
I mean hit.
I'll give you athletics then, you can do that.
I would get my +4 for my strength for hitting it, but no one's going to punch a iron gate. That's not gonna. You're not going to win. It's a bit.
Oh, a desperate man. He throws his full weight against the bars, and we can even say where you've been bending them. They start to you feel something shift in the rock where they're connected to the wall.
Yeah, the gate's fine. The wall's not so good.
No, you're pushing the gate out the wall, so
Yeah.
it's definitely been weakened by that.
Okay. That's everything.
Oh, Cedric.
I was hoping for something better. Yeah, that's a hit.
Goodbye, my friend.
Oh, no,
Oh wait, you healed yourself, yeah.
I did.
Oh, that was such a lovely moment. What kind of armor do you have?
Was it about 15 you
Chainmail.
healed yourself for?
25 I healed myself for.
Oh, you're up then. You're up on hit
Yeah.
points. It's good.
I have chainmail.
Take it off that AC.
How many points?
A -1 penalty.
Yay.
Permanently.
Yay.
Feel the acid eat through. But 'tis your turn.
I'm going to use Sacred Flame.
Dex save.
That's probably a good call. They're not the most dexterous of things.
Yep, fails.
So that's a whole 12 damage.
I mean, it does not look good. You would say perhaps even half of its form shrinks away and into the water, making some, sounds. Anything else? Oh, look at that gooey blood.
Yes, there is
Orange.
something else. I forgot I had this. I'm going to use Spiritual Weapon. And I will dump my Spiritual Weapon right above here.
Oh, use your torch.
Yeah, I was going to say I just use the torch.
Hit me with your spiritual weapon.
Spiritual rhythm.
Yes, that definitely hits. Yep.
There's a 9 force damage.
Oh, Jim.
It has a 1 hit point left, doesn't it? God damn it.
You tried so hard, but now it's just this. It's this one sticky tendril. Just
Well, that's going to kill me. But that's me done.
Magus, you have heard Alessander say, "Don't step on the water."
Well, I feel like we were rushing forward, so I probably lifted a foot ready to follow Alessander, and then he said don't, and so I just paused mid-step and oh bugger. And I don't know what to do, so I'll use my action to ask Alessander, where have you gone?
I got teleported. Can you walk on water? I don't know what you can do. Just stay there, mate. I don't know. And he's just having a breakdown.
Stay where you are. I'll come find you.
Oh, God.
And that's all I'm going to do for now, because I'm going to wait till the next turn to get my action to world shape again.
Okie dokie.
You're going to wild shape into a haddock.
Alessander, you see the tiny skeletal fingers of Graham materialize on the other side of the bars, looking at you.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
I think so. Stay out of the water.
Yeah, he flew.
Yeah, but just... It's the closest thing I'm going to get to maternal instinct. Let me protect my little boy. Can I try and pick the bleeding lock again?
Off you go. I wish you better luck this time.
Thank you. I wish myself better luck this time, and it's probably not going to happen if I get a 13 again. You
Dear Jesus God.
14.
Well, you didn't get a 13 again.
You got 40. Oh, no.
You know you're so close. You're so close. You're like, oh, I know this
I'm just-
feeling. Just what? And then no, it's not. The pick snaps.
Oh no! This is a whole set though, so I just have to improvise.
Yeah, you've got loads.
I have to calm down. I take a moment. I steady my hands. Bonus action, fast hands. Try again. I hate doubling up on the same thing, but I need to get out of here.
We
Thank God.
go. It swings open.
It was Graham. I needed that push. Is the water in the cells as well?
No, so it's like it's a wet floor, but it's not water. It's like saturated stone, not actual a level of water. The other one was like a foot.
Yeah. And this is in the cells and the corridor in between the cells? Or is it just in the corridor between the cells and not actually in the cells themselves? This little layer of water.
In the cells themselves as well.
Oh, okay. So yeah, then I will just...
It was just that corridor though that had the foot of water, we'll call it. Different.
If it doesn't want to let me out of the cell because I keep colliding with... Thank you.
Oh. Why have I done that? Oh, because I made them like windows. I see what I did. Yeah.
So I spot Olaf. I've done my action. I've done my bonus action. So all I really can do is move. I'm just going to stand there staring at Olaf for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm invisible. He can't see.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Or can he?
If you're within 10 feet, yes, I know you're there.
Yeah, so
I might not know.
Alexander
who
kind
you
of
are.
appears.
I think you've been together long enough to know
Give up
his
a
step.
vibe.
Know his fragrance.
Yeah.
His cologne.
The stench of fear.
Yeah.
Sweat and urine.
I'm not
Pretty
going
much.
to lie. I'm surprised to smell you, Alexander.
Please never say that again.
I'm just glad it's you and not another one of those ooze things. I think you might want to help Cedric.
Well,
It is a
hopefully
spot
we
of
can help
bother.
both of you. Oh God.
Yeah, he's going
It's
to
just a
die.
random. I know it's not my turn, but if Olaf hasn't got
Well,
works that he can do
gonna be bashing the gates again. Whilst
I was going to say, could
I'll
I give him a short sword that I've got?
Yeah. We'll allow that. He didn't do a huge amount. It would be like dropping a weapon, wouldn't it? Which is fine.
Yeah.
An 18. What did you give that last time?
23 last time. Or 24, can't remember.
Okay, then that'll do it. Let's allow that. You essentially Hulk the door frame from the wall. The door frame, the bar cell door bars from the wall. Words.
Well, I'm not going to lie. You have proven me wrong. I did not think I would see you again. I will.
Oh, did you think I'd get killed that easily?
No, I just thought you'd run for the hills and not come back. So you have impressed me. Thank you.
Well, if you can try and stay out of fights for a little bit, we might actually manage to get out of here.
Well, there's this slime thing here that I was pointing out is about to kill. Unfortunately, I've used my action to barge the gate open, so I'm not going to be able to attack it.
I had no action or anything, so we were both
No,
screwed.
I know.
How do I give the short sword? It hasn't got the little option for me to hand it to him that I'm used to.
Oh, yeah, I must not have that set up. What is it? A long
It's
sword.
it's a
Short
short sword, but it's silvered.
I will move it over.
Thank you.
What? Who's next? Oh, it's me next. That's not helpful. Odds, Cedric, evens, Olav. Stupid creatures still attempt to fight. And fail horrendously. Cedric, think slowly about what you're doing so I can pass this sword
The
over.
one thing in the world that is slower than Olaf, dexterity-wise, is this ooze.
There you go.
Thank you.
Cedric, are you talking?
I am. I'm going to Sacred Flame it again.
It is going to fail its dex save.
That's the hope.
Yay!
Yeah.
It fails its dex save. Describe its oozy death.
It just violently explodes in a little shimmer of lovely radiant light. It slowly fizzles and dissolves and then just kind of like dissipates amongst all the water. And it looks like someone's thrown a rather grotesquely chunky glitter bath bomb in the water.
For a grey ooze, the orange blood, don't get it, but I like it. It really lights up the scene. Sorry, Magus, we're out of combat.
Unless there's anything else in any of the other ones.
Well, I'm still not aware of what's going on in there, so I've still got my foot hovering over the water. So, okay, and I'll wild shape back into a spider and start crawling along the wall, heading towards where I heard the noise.
Oh, yeah.
I assume Alexander is still invisible.
Yep.
Okay, well I will move up and start repeating the bashing treatment on the bars.
Alexander's kind of stood there with like lock picks. As if like you're trying to knock down a door and he's got the keys, and then it's taken him a while to realise you can't actually fully see him.
Yeah. It must be quite hard to do it when you can't see your picks either as well.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that. Well, that's probably reflected in the multiple 13s.
Yeah.
That's me just bashing at the gate.
Weakened. It's not come off yet.
If you pull from the other side, Cedric, it might help.
Oh, I can give that a try.
You're very relaxed for the situation we're in.
Well, there's no point in getting too stressed about it, is there, really?
No, you need to pull at the same time as I push. We're not coordinated.
Well, I don't understand. Am I pulling to you?
No, don't push towards me. You need to pull away from me so that you're going in the same direction as me. Unless you want me to pull and you just need to barge into it.
Okay. Would you like to just roll with advantage?
Oh yeah, this doesn't work. Yeah, the combined for it's almost exactly what you just said.
No, this one's too strong. I think it's.
David?
It's still got mortar in the walls. I think.
Do you, Olaf? Do you want me to try?
I mean,
I have.
you're quite slight. No offense.
I not with force. Just 1 second. And can I kind of like shimmy into place and try and
Yeah.
unpick the lock,
Yeah.
which now might be mangled beyond pickability.
Would say there's multiple lockpicks in a kit. You're never going to run out of lockpicks.
No, it was more the lock itself being mangled. Now it's
Oh
been
right, yeah.
I haven't bashed a lot.
24.
No, with that you can do it. If anything, what they've done is help.
Mm-hmm.
I need to leave out, don't I? No, not that wall. Not that wall. That wall.
I think it's lucky for us that Strahd likes to torment his victims and kill them slowly. I suggest we go. And we go now.
I wonder whether maybe you two should heal a bit. You don't seem particularly well. I have a potion of healing and a potion of greater healing.
I also have a potion of greater healing.
I can heal a little more. I was just saving it in case Cedric got murdered. I doubt you've got your potion. We've got our potions on us, have we?
No.
Oh,
All
Sorry,
we've
I
got
was
is what
thinking
we're
about
wearing.
something else.
Yeah.
So that will have been the one that I have just given to Cedric.
okay.
Olaf, do you need anything? And
No, I'm fine.
I'll be holding out a normal potion of healing to you.
No, save it. If someone's down, you might need it. Save it.
Okay.
As I'm crawling through, I'll check in the other cells as I go by. Can I see anything as I'm heading towards them? I can see they seem to be safe-ish.
Perception?
Looking for Dartin, really.
When Magus arrives, if we like, it sounded like you had a bit of bother with some trappage of some form hidden in the water. I can cast Water Walk.
Now I know they're there, I should be able to find them. Save you the spell slots. Well, save you the
Yeah, I don't know how
whatever
to.
the in-game
I-
version of a spell slot is.
I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out too.
I'll head towards them then if I can't see anything in there, and I'll just drop from the ceiling, and as I drop and spin, I'll transform back into Magus.
You
Hello?
will hear in your head, can I talk now?
Oh, very quietly.
You're all talking really loudly, he says out loud.
I am fed. Why I brought this doll, I don't know. I'm fed up of the doll. Can I take the doll that is attached to me? And can I place it in a cell?
Why do you have
Oh,
a doll?
oh. They don't look like princesses. Are we still playing the game?
We're now playing a slightly different game. Of you haven't shut up and you're very annoying, so I'm putting you in a cell. And I'm
I
going to
was
close the
quiet
cell.
when
And I'm gonna...
Valenta was. What?
Let's leave. And I'm going to start walking off, and I'm really pissed off at this doll. I thought it'd be more useful than it hasn't been, and it makes me sad.
I'm not going to ask.
As
She's going to make loads of noise though.
as Olaf and Cedric walk past me, I'll give them each 4d6 worth of healing with my summer balm and summer court.
Blimey.
You fiend.
Cheeky.
Cheeky indeed.
I'm
So
hoping...
that is Olaf's,
Wow.
and that is Cedric's. Sorry, Cedric.
Oh,
Well, I
Hey.
tried.
I feel
I
like I
just
got the better
knew
part of the
ahead of
deal.
it. Yeah, I knew ahead of it. It's like, oh, I was going to come out of this better than I will.
Oh shit! Hang on.
Cedric, come here.
It should be
actually,
eight.
you look alright now.
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
It's very hard to tell with your face.
I know, I do look like I've been through a meat grinder, don't
You do.
I?
I'm really hoping our equipment is very close by.
We still need to find Darzed.
Irina?
Irina,
And
I kept
Diana.
going. I wanted to say Elena. I'm like, that's not right.
And
Oh.
all of these cells are empty,
No.
except for the one with the weird doll. You're gonna have to tell me about
Oh,
that
no, shh.
later.
Shh. And
Oh,
can
we
I
don't-
listen?
We don't need the doll. Please, no. No doll.
We're not taking the doll.
I would just walk up, and if there's anyone within 10 feet of me, I will sense any creature at all. I'll sense it.
Above the. Despite the perception check. Well, actually, no, because of that perception roll. Over there talking, and the Piddlewick is still crying. You can
Aw.
hear a female voice coming from in front of you, not where the boys are behind you, but you can't. It's really difficult to make out through the cacophony that is your backdrop.
Can I, as we're stepping into the deeper water of the central corridor, is there a door leading to the opposite corridor? Is that still very deep water, or like, can I jump over one corridor into the next?
You could do that, yes.
Can I see if is the next corridor the thin layer of water or the deeper layer of water?
There shouldn't be a wall there. No, it's like a mirror image, so it is just that central horizontal line that has the
Okay.
deeper water, so you can jump that 5 foot across.
Yeah, cool.
I'm not gonna. I think rules for jumping are that you could at least do 10 feet.
It's up to your
from-
strength rating. So whatever
None
your
of you
strength
are.
score is in feet. So no one's got a strength of 5 now. So
Yeah.
It's
And I'm going to bit by bit carefully just walk forward. I'm still invisible. That's why I am going first. And if Cedric wants to get killed at this point, it's his own damn choice.
I'm not invisible because it went when I went to wild shape.
Oh. Olav, are you walking in the water?
I think
yeah.
everyone.
Well, stop there, because my teleport trap hasn't worked. You're here now.
Oh. So I was behind them and suddenly I'm in front of them.
You appeared next to Alexander.
Alexander, we should stop meeting like this.
Really should. And can I try and let him out, please?
I'm not sure how I got
Go
here.
for it.
Do I see the thing in the room behind
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
Oh.
I am.
You will see arms reaching through the bars.
I am like
At Cedric.
Yeah, but just because I'm me, I've got like my back against the bars of Olav's one, and I'm kind of trying to keep an eye on that thing while trying to like stay away from it and lockpick at the same time.
Can I just
Please don't do a
continuously
13.
pelt it with
Oh,
sacred flames
my
until
life.
it's dead?
13s need to fuck off.
Yeah, I'm not going to put you through a combat. It is behind us, behind locked doors. Yeah, I have no issue with that if you keep your
If I just
distance.
keep going, sacred flame, sacred flame,
Sacred flame,
sacred
sacred flame.
flame.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. That's fine. Oh, for goodness sake, Alexander, you've done this so many times now.
I mean, I might be able to control it if you let it out.
I should know the locks. I've opened enough of them. Can I...
Eventually, eventually it
Yeah.
will work. So it's just you're just not on form today.
I can't see him, but I can hear
I'm
the
scared.
metal on metal noises. Like, Alexander, just breathe, just slow down, just take a breath. It's all going to be good. You're invisible. If it goes wrong, you can get away. Just relax. You're safe.
Is
And then
he?
Is he what?
Is he invisible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I've not seen him this whole time.
No, I was just walking exploring. I didn't realize he was in front
That's
of me.
why I was going ahead. I was just like, I'm invisible. I'm okay. Be careful. Yeah, so I'll let Olaf out, and I will continue trying to carefully walk down and I don't trust that. Don't trust that one bit.
Please help.
I'm invisible, so I'm just gonna hide in the corner.
Hello.
Hello?
You will see a middle-aged woman, looking quite. She smells awful. Like she's been in here for a while. Her clothes are dirty and her face is dirty and quite thin. Divine sense. Blah 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 blah. Blah.
I will just close my eyes and try and sense if she is a celestial fiend or undead.
She is not.
I'll try and open the door.
Here we go. Bashy bashy.
Bashy bashy time. I almost need to be a barbarian, don't I?
Good. That's very good. Let's say you can do it with that. You'd eventually do it anyway.
Yeah, well,
Rid of the
doing it
wall.
quick is better. It makes less noise.
Thank you. Who are you? Can you help me get out of here?
You have to stay with us. Don't go far. Don't even think about betraying us.
I will not. I just want to get out. Wait. Have you seen Gertruda?
Gertruda is not here. We took her away.
Where is she?
Is she in Valaki?
Who are you? Why are you asking about Gertruda? There's a disembodied voice.
I am her mother. My name is Mary. Do any of you have water, please? I don't know how long it's been.
All of my things were confiscated, so I have nothing. Sorry.
I probably don't have much in my water skin, but I will hand it to her, but I'll have to kind of place it in her hands. She won't be able to see it.
No, I can help.
Don't worry, that is just Charles, the friendly water ghost.
Please don't call me Charles.
Ghosts are friends of Strahd. Is this a trick?
No, it's
This
not a
is
trick.
a trick.
Be quiet.
Drink the water.
Look, be quiet. Drink water, be quiet. I've already made too much noise breaking you out. Okay, this is the dead end.
Is this a dead end? Can I just do some checks of the cells in the corridor, this and the one we were just in, just to make sure that we're not missing any secret doors, passageways?
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll a check. These are cells. It is a set of 8 cells on this side and 8 cells on the other side, and there are no further doors here.
Okay. We should keep moving. I'll
I'm
come back
dark.
to check on their prisoners soon enough.
Well, judging by this lady, I don't think they will.
I'll just say to her before we leave, we took her through to safety. Don't give us away.
Thank you. I have no choice but to trust you, but if that is true, thank you.
Sorry we can't help you.
Get me out.
We're not heading out at the moment. You can come with us, but you'll need to stay out of harm's reach and stay out of our way.
And stay quiet.
Whatever you say.
Where the
Oh.
bloody hell is Darzin?
Jim's in the corridor now.
Which bit of the corridor?
It's okay. We already opened that one.
I'm back here now.
What we can do about this water?
It was still
Need to
about
fix that trap.
As we're moving into the back room, can I kind of check the floor as we go, and so over that trap, see if there's another one as well, and kind of just try and with my words, because again they can't. How long have
You're
I been
looking for
invisible
traps.
for? Yeah, how long have I been invisible for? But I also want to just give them the heads up so they know when to like jump over it.
That's what a 10-foot pole is useful for.
Well, I can see
You became visible and then used invisibility again, didn't you? So it's not
Yes,
actually
so
been a huge amount of time,
as
probably.
we were descending the stairs into this,
yeah, it's just coming down here to this point, really.
Ascending stairs and unlocking people, talking to people and healing. 20 minutes.
okay, yeah, cool.
I can still see Alessander if he's gesturing. I can let the others know.
I'll just be telling people, okay, so don't touch the floor for 2 feet in front of you. Don't, just getting people to jump at the right time.
You know which way are you going, left or right?
I want to go this. I want to
That's
go
where
that way.
That's where I fell down.
I was going to say
Yeah,
that's the
but
way you
that's
haven't been, so do the investigation check for that way, please.
Yeah.
There's definitely a trap there because I fell in it.
Can I do it with advantage because
Yes,
I'm
you
aware
can.
there is a trap? It's just finding it.
It's about
Oh,
5 feet
fuck
in.
off.
For fuck's sake. You're wary.
Would you like me to show you where it is?
Don't stand on it at all.
I can show you where it is. I fell right in it.
Okay, I'm going to let them lead the way.
How about I just walk up to where I fell in and stop just before? So this is there in front of me is where I fell in. I mean, I can try and jump it, but I don't know how wide it is. What the hell I'm going to try and jump it. I will, well, I've got a strength of 18, so I can jump 18 feet. So I'm gonna take a little run up and jump 15.
That is absolutely fine. You may do that.
You've gone a little quiet also, Matthew.
Have
Yeah.
I?
Yeah.
Oh, I might keep slip. Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really beautiful in here, like everywhere in this rotten old shithole.
Just be grateful you didn't see the room upstairs, my friend.
Well, I'm hoping there's no more traps, but I will walk in, and if if I don't fall through the floor, I will lay on hands this person here for 10 points.
I will give them 10 points. Unless, no. Jim, you stay as Cedric. You walk into
As soon as I
a room. Sorry, go ahead.
As soon as I see that Olaf's spending over Darzin, I'll rush forward and cure wounds on him as well.
You walk into a room where you've still got that film of water, but not quite as deep. There are chains hanging from the walls. A balcony set into your north wall overlooking the room that has two large chairs atop it and a red curtain behind that. In one corner, you can see a chest upon which is laid a roll of implements and a bloodied body hung upright on a rack, limbs outstretched and bound and bloody.
This is what
Is it
was
male or female?
waiting for us, Cedric.
Is the body separate from Darzin?
Oh, sorry, that body is Darzin.
Oh, okay.
I shall start trying to unstrap him from wherever he's caught in.
Jim, if you have anything burning to say, you may. Otherwise, I was going to play as very weak, very disoriented, vaguely recognizes friends, and will be carried along.
No, that's perfectly fine. Just maintain a degree of sass. He still wants to get his jabs in, even when he's bad.
Okay, so yeah, who's lifting him off the rack, upright rack?
I'll lift him off, yeah.
Yeah, I shall be unstrapping him if Olaf's helping him off.
And I'll be like, Darzin, you're too weak, don't try any of your jabs, you'll just embarrass yourself and regret them later. Just stay quiet and we'll help you. Get your strength.
Glad we found you, my friend.
Which one of you just touched my butt? Do it again. Give a dying man a last wish.
You're not dying, my friend. Plenty of time to play with butts later.
I did say, save your jabs for later. Don't waste them while you're feeling rough. Save them for
Trying to do
Strahd.
Jim proud.
Oh, can we do the holy water bucket prank on those doors so when Strahd comes in? Has anyone got any?
Unfortunately, I don't have any powdered silver to bless buckets of water with.
Can we shave some off this sword? Sorry, Alexander, I know it's your sword, but it's got to be worth it. I hate that man.
Oh, it's Mary.
Yeah, no silver either.
You're a bald man, Olaf.
No, I have hair.
But I mean, I know it would be nice. Why don't we just get out of here now? We've got what we came for.
We haven't got Arena.
I don't know who Irina is. We got Darzin.
She's important and we should help her. She's innocent in this. Oh, love, if you need to take the silver off the sword, you do so.
Darzin, do you know where this arena is?
He wouldn't. He arrived, he saw her briefly. One moment he was talking to Strahd, and then he was here being tortured by the Lenter. you have opened the curtain, and so on the upper level, which overlooks the torture chamber, you have pushed the curtain back and can see a door behind it.
I would say I'll listen at it, but I'm pretty blind, deaf, and my sense of smell's pretty good though. I'll listen at the door.
Perception,
this one.
please. You wouldn't hear any movement or talking. Yeah, you're a seasoned enough adventurer to maybe hear a fire crackling.
Is there a keyhole?
No. Well, actually, yes, there would be, wouldn't it? As in, it's not locked, but yeah, I guess it can
Can
have
I
a keyhole.
look through the keyhole?
You can look through the keyhole, and it will appear to be empty.
I'll look
Shouldn't
through
say
this.
things like that, should I?
I can hear the fire, but nothing else. Do we risk it?
There might be a way out through that door.
There might be Strahd through there.
Well, there could be Strahd anywhere.
Do we take some time now to maybe deal with our wounds? Do we take a short rest?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Down here in the dungeon, what happens if one of them comes?
Well, they probably won't be looking for us in a torture chamber.
It's a bit.
Impact your decision, but you haven't told me that you haven't deactivated the tokens, so you can both hear in your head and mentally, Magus and everyone else just hear the still crying Piddlewick.
Oh God.
He's a bit of a distraction, and wouldn't we bring him or shut him up?
You can shut him up, or you can end the whatever spell it is that you
But
cast.
he's screaming and yelling in the corridor. It might bring someone down to us.
You need to either end it or bring it.
Okay, deal with it.
You will.
Yeah.
For ease, let me just take you and Graham.
You should have told it the game was Prison Break and we were going to come and rescue her later. It would have bought us a little bit of time. Oh.
Let me out! 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 And so on.
I'm going to drop invisibility.
He's done it.
I'm going to step back and I'm going to fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at it. Oh God, 12.
Hits.
Good. 5 force damage, and then next one. Please be better than a 12. Oh, good. 16 hits, so damage. Another 5, so 10 force damage.
Okay. It will look at you and scowl and start to make me a wisdom save, please.
Oh shit. I'm hoping that Magus can still hear all of this.
Oh my
Oh
lord.
my god.
Oh no.
It's 4, 2d4 so for damage.
And you are incapacitated for a minute.
Oh no.
Bloody hell, what's happening?
A minute passes where you can just hear this maniacal laughter.
I can't move through the wall again, B, so for
Oh,
some
I'll
reason
bring you over. I thought it'd be a quick kill, but no.
I shall
It's
head
barely
over and see what's
injured.
going on. I see
Just injured,
Alexander
so-
incapacitated, and
Laughing. Just doubled over laughing.
I shall lean on the edge of the wall here, right next to the door of this house. I'm looking at both of them, looking back and forth. I'm just smoking my pipe. Well, bloody hell.
Just,
And I
I
shall
think I would just look at Magus and go, help, like, within the giggles.
druid craft. Is it the doll made of wood?
Yes.
I shall druid craft and set it alight.
Oh, there's damage for being on fire. I mean, eventually, it would burn, which I can describe to you unless there's anything else you'd like to do to it.
I shall set it light, and then I shall just and keep put my pipe in my mouth and grab Alexander and try and gather him up and drag him away while the thing's burning.
Can I have another go at the wisdom saving throw?
Yes, of course. Yeah, you're fine.
And if this thing is still within sight, then taking after Magus, I'm going to firebolt it.
Hit it.
21 to hit. I hate this thing. Hazel hates this thing. Alexander hates this thing. I truly hate this thing.
Tom hates this thing.
Tom and I have bonded over our shared hatred of this thing. The trauma it has caused.
I did ponder adopting it. I felt like it was my turn, but no.
No, nothing.
No. No.
Unless you were to mount it on the front of your shield to take all the hits.
So that's another 7. Oh, I didn't mean to do
It's
that.
taken fire damage.
It has.
I guess that was after the Eldritch Blast, was it?
Yeah, so the first round it did some recharges.
Yeah, I should have put you in. It's just going to be in initiative, but it's going to be. I want it to be over quickly.
Well, now it's just fire. It's on fire.
You can, yeah, we can leave it with. Slowly, the fire will spread, and the wood will shrink and turn black, and bits start to fall off. Its mouth falls off, so it's just.
The cackles die down, but the crackles pick up.
Yeah. It's not a good death. It is not a good death.
Now I feel bad.
No, don't feel bad for the creepy doll.
I mean, this just sounds like one of the many endings to a Chucky movie.
Yeah.
I like the idea that Magus has kept up the link this whole time, so he's just hearing its like death throes as we walk away.
Even when it was dying, that thing was creeping me out.
I'm sorry I just brought it with us. I thought it would be more use. I didn't. Ugh.
Well, it might have
happen
been,
again.
but we got here on our own. Thank God we're rid of it, though. Thank the mothers, I should say.
Look, do we open this door or not?
If you want to.
I'm glad to see that you two are finally realizing what many of the creatures in this place are like. Stop being soft and just end them.
Not everything, but that thing was wrong.
Why? Because it had a child's voice.
It were a doll.
You're literally walking around with an imp.
Well,
So
that's
what
an
has
imp.
that
That's
imp ever
different.
done to you?
Imp's supposed to be talking and flying around and doing things like that, whatever
As
Graham does, but not a
I'm, I'm,
doll.
I'm sorry, but as thrilling as this conversation is, I'd rather not be waiting around having a conversation in Strahd's basement with 2 injured people.
Let's go find this Isidore, whoever it is that you're after.
And aren't you supposed to be good at healing? Why don't you make the 2 injured people not injured?
Well, I can assist Darzen with healing, but I don't think there's a great deal more that I could necessarily do for him that wouldn't warrant preserving my magic in case we went into Strahd again. And it would appear that Mary is just dehydrated. I can't rehydrate people with magic.
Will you all lead on, find this Isadora, and I'll help Darzin.
Irina.
Or whatever. I don't know. You can put your hand on my shoulder, Darzin, and I'll see you're right.
Someone opened the door.
Seems so.
You found my pretty room.
It's a very pretty room.
A stone brazier burns fiercely in the centre of this room, producing tall flames but no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indentations spaced evenly around the circumference. Each indentation has a spherical stone within it about the diameter of an eyeball and made of coloured crystal. No 2 stones are the same colour. Overhead of the brazier, a wood-framed hourglass stands tall and suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down into the bottom. There is glowing script written on the hourglass. And then in the 2 alcoves to your east and west are 9-foot-tall iron statues of knights on horseback, poised to charge with their swords drawn. Brazier sitting in the middle of the room.
Cedric maybe should not be in there.
No, I don't trust those statues.
Nor do I. But we're going to have to get through this room somehow. You want to leave?
We don't have to go through this room. We can come back the way we came in.
Oh, you can see a door in the northwest corner on the other side of the room. So,
What is that thing?
I don't know. What does this lovely glowing text say?
the glowing text says, cast a stone into the fire, violet to the mountain's spire, orange to the castle's peak, red if law is what you seek, green to visit in plain sight, indigo to angel's light, blue to ancient magic's womb, yellow to the master's tomb.
So now we have a better idea of how they get around from place to place.
Would seem so.
So can we take these stones and then he can't teleport anywhere?
Or I think to take them we'd have to touch them, and I think if we touch them, that is, we would be taken. So the castle's peak will be the highest point in the castle. The mountain spire. Are these not all of these are places within the castle themselves, or within his residences.
Angel's Light could either be the chapel here, or it could be the abbey.
So there's the Master's Tomb. There's maybe the Abbey. Ancient Magic's Room. Would that be? Did he say that was it the Amber Temple that was where his weirdness came from?
Believe
Did
so.
say.
It depends on whether it's that magic that it's talking about or something else. What could the others be? What's in the
Plain sight
mountain?
could either be the audience hall or the town of Barovia.
I'm not sure. I mean, if it is somewhere in the castle, is it wise to be trying anything like this? Don't know what's at the other end, if you know what I mean.
Yes,
Wouldn't
I
like to be
mentioned about
peering randomly in front of certain person while he's having his lunch, as it were.
Yes, but it's useful if we can figure out where they go, then it'll be easier to track him, or at least figure out where we're hopefully slightly more safe.
Be better if we
You
could
have
stop
found.
this working at all.
You have found one teleportation circle if you
In the
recall,
house.
in
Yeah.
Vasily's house, or Strahd Vasily there.
Because if we know where all the teleportation circles are, we can destroy them.
I'm
Yes.
going to step over here, away from the thing that could send me to a completely unknown location.
I think that we continue finding Irina, and then at least once we have everyone that we need, if we can't safely get out for a door, this could give us another option. And it could get us far away from here. We get through, we destroy the circle, he can't follow so easily.
He has all of our equipment.
Then we need to find your equipment.
I'm going to listen at this door now. And look through the keyhole if there's a keyhole.
Do me your perception check, please.
Oh.
No, there doesn't appear to be anything there.
Oh.
They're not quite lined up. Oh, it just doesn't fit. The stairs lead steeply upwards, and at a landing where the stairs curve round the corner, you see the familiar form of Strahd. Would you like to roll initiative, please? Where is everyone? Jesus Christ. How did Alessander get to hiding in a room?
I'll just stand on the
That's what he does.
balcony. Down the balcony, stay out the way.
You would, I mean, they wouldn't know what I'd opened the door and seen, but they would probably just see me turn, and Olaf will just say, go. Choose a stone and go. Don't know what that accent was.
We start with Magus.
Did I have said that?
Yeah.
So I will move into the room. Can I be helping Darzin with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'll go into the room and just, well, the nearest stone is that one. What?
You want the nearest one? That looks like
Only
yellow.
That's
It's not letting me mark it. I couldn't see what colour that was. Yellow.
Master's 2.
So
You don't want
yellow
that
is
one.
the Masters 2.
I haven't seen the thing, have I? So you said
I think
It's
Alexander,
uncommon on the hourglass, so.
okay. All right then.
I think Alexander would be saying blue because I think that's gonna be the Amber Temple, which is where Olaf wanted to go anyway. Yes? Am I thinking of the right place?
I think so.
I don't know who you're asking and what exactly you're asking.
Yeah.
Ancient Magic's Room.
The Olaf wanted to go to the Amber Temple, didn't he?
He wanted to go to the Amber Temple, yes.
Okay. And I think if what Strahd's story was, it would be Ancient Magic's Womb. Blue would be the Amber Temple.
Depends whether you want to go there
Everywhere
now.
else. Everywhere else, it could be a couple different things.
Well, I'm running in the room, and unless anyone's yelling anything, I'm going to go to the nearest one that doesn't sound dreadful. So is that orange?
Orange to the castle's peak.
God, I don't know. Red. Oh,
Alexander's shouting blue.
okay. Then I shall head towards the blue one. So that's 20 feet. And 25 feet. Can I drag Darzin all the way there? And
Yeah, I don't have a.
Okay.
Darzin can use his. He's conscious, but
okay.
yeah.
I shall touch the stone.
Yes, it is cool to the touch.
It seems to want me to throw it in. But will that mean that no one else can go? I'll throw it in. I don't know what's going on.
Sorry, Matt's just asked me a question that I don't remember the answer. No. Sorry, you throw the blue
Yeah.
stone in. The flames in the brazier turn blue, and where are we? And the sand begins to fall through the hourglass.
Then I shall use my last 5 foot of movement to step through it. As I'm going, I'll shout, "Into the fire! Into the fire!"
Step into the fire with Darzin, and you disappear. But I'll leave you there for now. We'll like put you in the brazier, there, out the way.
It's toasty.
Who's next? Alexander.
Can I grab Mary?
Yes.
And we're going
Again,
to...
she is capable, so won't impact your movement.
Yeah. So, and we'll run in as well, and I will be shouting for Graham to follow if he's not already on my shoulder.
Yeah, of course. I just wanted the stream to be able to see everything. Yeah. You too have gone through the fire and been transported to the other side. You.
How long does it look like the sand will run for?
Good question. I think that would take a perception, but
I don't have
It's a
perception.
big hourglass.
So it
so
might be activated for quite a while.
mm, it
Okay.
looks longer than a minute if we're
Okay.
just doing a quick glance.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm sorry. What I was trying to say was, on the other side, you step through and you see this sort of blue flame that you could still step back through into this room. So Olaf is right in that respect.
Okay.
Speaking of Olaf,
I am going to close the door and brace it and hold it and just try and slow him down. In fact, I'll happily. Which way does it open, in or out?
out.
Okay, I'll step through and hold it from that side then.
Okay. Anything else?
No. No. I'll put the last 10 lay on hands points into myself.
Strahd will look at you and laugh. I'm looking at the wrong prompt. Bear with me. You have worn out your welcome. Nothing can save you now.
That's fine, as long as something can save them.
Prompt. Keep closing it. What's going on? Can you make me an intelligence save, please?
No, probably not.
Oh, wait a minute. You've been charmed by him today.
Yeah.
Slightly
Yeah.
different.
I mean, if he's not figured it out, I'll pretend. Because I'm not very good at intelligence, but I'm good at deception, it seems.
Unsuccessful, so that's not successful. And failed save. Okay.
I'm just hoping he hasn't seen anyone else. He just thinks it's me. But
Well, I was stood right behind you,
well, I know, but
glowing like a lantern,
why are you glowing?
because I cast light so I could see.
Oh, I see.
As you hear him say that, you realise the voices in your head, and pain sears through your head, and you take 30 points of psychic damage.
Okay. I will do a hellish rebuke. Not that it's going to do much.
What does
but
your hellish rebuke look like?
it looks like weird blue flames with screaming faces in them.
The flames fly up the stairs towards Strahd and through Strahd. And the image of Strahd dissipates into mist. And he's gone. And you are out of initiative.
Okay.
Make me an Arcana check.
Also not probably gonna happen. Magic.
It was confusing because you know he can turn into mist. You think he can turn into mist. He just turned into mist, but he didn't. It didn't even connect.
He wasn't
Something
there.
wasn't right.
Yeah. Get in the bloody fire, Cedric.
Are we
He's gone.
just leave?
Don't think it was him. I will have a quick look, see if there's anything in this corridor.
No, the stairs lead up and up and up, and then round the corner, up and up even further. They go a long way up.
Okay. He's gone.
I have a question.
Tell me what you think about me.
When our stuff got pilfered, did they also take the amulet?
Fuck yeah.
I'm guessing you don't have locate object then.
Not at the moment.
Okay, well
But
we have nothing then. We're back to square one. Which one did they go through?
The blue one.
The fire is still burning. It's blue.
Okay. And they've gone.
Do it.
There's no point now.
Can we hear them on the other side?
Yeah, it's just like a door, if anything.
Can I put my head back and be like, is it safe?
Yeah, a head pops out of the fire.
Apparently he's gone.
I'm not even sure he was there. It was like I hit him with something. It was like hitting mist.
Quickly, do we continue here or do we leave?
I have nothing. Everything I owned is in here. Everything Cedric owns is in here, but it's not worth losing everyone for.
We're going to. Irene is still
what
here.
We're walking into. We don't know what we're walking into. In or out?
Out.
Ooh.
It's just a sword.
But there's also the amulet that we'll need back.
Do you really think that Strahd would take something so dangerous and just put it nearby so that we can just grab it back? No.
He's pretty arrogant. He could do anything.
He is very arrogant. He left us alive. He's a fool. But
he's made it very clear he wants us to leave. Let's go.
And Olav has said we're out, as in like we're not staying in the castle. Yeah.
I don't think you should stay in the castle now.
If those two are within reach, Alexander's going to try and pull them into the flame.
Olav, you can start pulling in. Cedric, you can't.
Yeah, I'm not going to be pulled in because I want to make sure I don't go through until the sand is literally running out, because I don't want him to follow through.
Yeah, probably a minute's passed and it's still not halfway. I will give you. Darzin can hear all of this. He took your things. Back. Do we have time? The torture chamber.
Just tell me where and go.
The torture chamber. He threw my things in. Maybe
the chest.
Let's investigate every door. Listen to every door. Do all the things. We'll never look for us. Stuff in check.
When we got onto the balcony, we were moving. I was like, "What if our stuff was in there?" I was like, "Do I go back and check?" No.
I didn't see a chest, so I assumed there wasn't one.
No.
That's bad on my part.
I remember V saying it, and I thought, "Oh, check the chest," and then I went off to kill a toy
Yeah.
instead.
You did went to murder a toy.
Far more interested in burning that thing than looking for anything else.
I'm very
the-
easily swayed by rage.
The chest, which had the medical implements on, is not locked, and inside you will find all of your things, except for the amulet. He's not an idiot.
No, I was right about something. Right, go. I'll carry the chest. Just you go through, and I'll pick the chest up.
That is unwieldy, but
Yeah, I'll drag it, but
I mean, I can help you carry it. I'm
it's
not
got a
weak.
lot of stuff in it. It's going to be quicker to drag it than it is to take everything out and waddle across with it all in my arms. That's not going to work.
I can see Matt doing this in his own house. Why can I see this?
I'm not exactly weak. I can help you carry it from the other end.
This will have happened at some point. Matt
Yeah.
will have done this.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
want to
I've-
take everything out and put it back in somewhere
be a
else. I'll
box
just
of
pick up the
things.
whole thing.
Do I get dressed before I go to work, or do I just drag the wardrobe with me?
Yeah, but to be fair, you said we didn't have much time left. There's no time to. Oh, what's in here then? Oh, there's a lovely sword. There's always a bottle of something there. Oh, someone's gold. I'm not going to do that, am I?
Oh, but it would be funny if you did.
He's a fighter. He's strong. He can lift it. It's fine, unless it's full of a lot of stuff. He'll be fine.
Where do you end up? Let me find the map. Paste you there. Here we are. Start preloading. You're stepping through when the sand looks like it's just about to run out.
Just about to run out. Yeah, I'll step through last.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. It seemed to be about 5 minutes you had. And then that blue ring of flame where you all stumbled out. And you're stood in what looks to be a very, very large library. The ceiling is like 30 foot high. There are shelves, so many shelves, hundreds of tomes lining the room. And although incredibly dusty, everything is very beautiful. Embroidered rugs, velvet chairs, the candelabras are lit. You can see a staircase to your north leading downwards. I think that is all that you can see, really. That's worth describing. Yeah, you're in a room full of books.
Are there any interesting books from my time wandering around waiting for Olaf to hurry up through the flame?
Well, I'll push the chest through.
It feels like there is a book on everything. Herbology, architecture, history,
Vampires?
magic. Probably at some point you'd have to. You're not quite sure how they've. Oh no, this is Hazel territory. You're not quite sure how they've ordered everything. There's probably a way. They did in olden days.
Dewey Decimal System, isn't it?
I was about to say, have they used the Dewey Decimal System?
When was that introduced?
I don't know the Barovian time.
In Barovia.
I'll look for general genres, and then within that I'll look for alphabetization by surname of author, then alphabetization of topic, and just see if there's any kind of pattern to it. He spent a lot of time in libraries.
Yeah, no, he has. I'll give you if you. Let's do investigation with advantage. Oh, and annoyingly, you've got a climbing speed. So there are books like this is a 30-foot tall room, and there are books right up to the very top, but you can climb the shelves.
Look at what I've done.
The thing is,
Two twos. Two.
You think you've worked it out. You're like, okay, I think this is a book on monstrous creatures, and then later, but you're still inspecting, looking for the pattern, and then later you come across another one which is a book on legends and lore, and that has a mention of vampires in. And you're like, but this book is so far away from that book. How? So
maybe they're in chronological order, and there's oldest to newest, and I'm getting carried away.
Where are we? What is this place that you've took us to?
Don't know. It's not quite what I imagined, but I suppose that what did the thing say? Was it the womb of magic? Of the ancient magic?
yellow, no, blue to ancient magic's womb.
Well, I thought it might be from Strahd's story about the temple, but I suppose everyone has learned magic somewhere, and a library would make sense.
I guess.
Do we want to use this opportunity to have a rest? You guys were talking about earlier.
I think that is a good plan. Now, can I suggest? Did you have any oil? We could put some on the floor where we landed, and if anyone comes through, we can set fire to them.
I have none.
I mean, fire in a library, not a great idea.
I've got 2 vials of alchemist fire.
Yeah, we'll be ready with that.
Shall we go to one of the corners of the room and sit ourselves down, and I can do something that might help us keep watch in the meantime.
Terrible place to drag Mary to. But I suppose
Where
probably.
are we?
We don't quite know, but at the moment you're safer than you were, and considering one of the options was Strahd's tomb, I think we're doing pretty well.
Okay. I'll just wait until you tell us to move.
Yes. It's not going to be easy, but we'll do what we can to get you out of here safely.
So
Thank you.
Magus will go to each corner of the room and look for the one that's least got least rubble in, and below might be able to make a comfortable resting spot and stand there and blow a smoke ring out of his pipe, and it'll just expand and go, and this big sphere will open out and cast Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow. So while we're in it, you get +5 bonus to stealth and perception checks while within the sphere.
Good to know.
How long have you been able to do that, my friend? That's very handy.
Things come to me now and then.
If it's okay, I'm going to sit down.
That's the idea. Rest your legs. Let's all have a few minutes to think on getting out of there. That were tight.
I thought that sand would be. I thought it was him, and he would have followed us through. But it wasn't.
He still might.
Well, get the alchemist fire ready.
Oh, like Alexander's pretty much. He's got a book in one hand and a what is practically a Molotov in the other. It's just not lit at the moment.
Very wise. Thank you for coming back for us. I will be frank, I did not expect you to, but I appreciate it.
We weren't going to leave you.
We just weren't. We were not prepared to run into a fight at that point.
We hoped that he'd take you prisoner, and not joining in seemed like the best option to come and find you. We felt joining in and getting locked up with you or killed was not the best way to try and help you.
Yeah. You can have everything back except for the amulet.
Is there anything extra?
No,
Oh.
he doesn't
Shall
take
I-
that many prisoners.
Shall I remove the amulet from my inventory so I don't
Yes.
use it by mistake?
I'm afraid so.
How are you doing, Darzin?
Oh, weak, tired, not particularly helpful feeling.
What was he doing to you? Torturing? Was he asking you about something or just for fun?
It wasn't him, it was Valenta. And she seemed to be having a lot of fun.
She's an odd one. Did she show you the dining room?
I've seen the dining room.
Well, I admire her creativity, but
She can be quite fun when she's not, pulling your nails off.
well, he didn't dislike her, I have to say. She's an odd one for sure, but seemed cheerful enough. As long as didn't get on the wrong side of her, I suppose.
I was sure I would die there.
Glad we found you.
So am I. Again, Jim, this is your character, albeit retired. So if there is anything you want to say, just pipe up.
No, I'm perfectly fine.
Right, so where are we? What is this place? Any idea?
No clue. I don't know what all these books will mean anyway. These papers. Let's catch our breath and then have an explore the place.
I don't know what you're all planning to do next. I'll be honest, it feels hopeless. Cedric used the holy symbol and he wasn't even affected by it for a short while, and then it started to work. But even then, he
There
keeps
were more ways to utilize the amulet than I had time to use, unfortunately. But with everyone around, it might have proved suitable against him. So if we can retrieve it, hopefully, the next time we go back to have a scrap, it will go a lot better.
Well, we haven't got the thing, so it won't go better. It will go a lot worse.
I mean, if we're going to have to go and confront him eventually, we can have a look for it when we're looking for him.
Might we try and erode his power a bit before we confront him? Maybe try and figure out a way to bring him outside his castle too. If that's possible. I don't think marching into his castle with Valenta and Adam and all his lackeys there is the best.
I could probably draw one of his brides or the man himself out of Ravenloft if we wanted to go that route.
I mean, I am of the opinion that we should get rid of his brides, those that he has turned one by one, throw them out, kill them. Because he is arrogant, he is overconfident. This is why he did not kill us. If we can make him angry, he might make mistakes. Because it doesn't matter what we do, he laughs in our faces.
Turn the land against him too. Get rid of those hags and put the land back in the power of the mothers.
I don't know if that will work. I saw
Plus,
a man, the greatest wizard I have ever experienced, fall to Strahd. Every other living soldier in my unit fall to Strahd. I've been walking half alive for 50 years around these lands, and I have never came close to even learning how to harm him. You've lost friends. I've lost friends. And for what? One small chance in that amulet and we lost it already.
Well, we can get it back.
Can we? How?
Yes. We can just go back when we're a bit more
We'll
prepared.
just wander in. But prepared how? The thing that we were getting to be prepared with is gone, and it's in the hands of the people we need to fight.
we have to do our best without it in the meantime and worry about that later. Let's do what we suggested. Kill off the brides. Try to retake the land. And let's go to this Amber Temple he was on about. See if we can learn something more about him. If that's not where we are now.
The Sword of Sunlight's supposed to be in here, apparently.
I'm really tired of this fight. I'm tired of collecting the dead. I'm tired of being tormented by the people he kills. I am so tired of this. The only reason I fight on is because I know if I die, I will just continue to be tormented. I will be reborn and I will experience it all over again.
Let's just keep on keeping on then. Do the thing that's in front of our faces. Don't worry about the thing after that until it's upon us.
I'm going to rest for a while, and you will see Olaf sort of take the arms off his armor, and you can see that he doesn't have an arm below the elbow on one side, on his right arm, on his sword arm, and then he will just lean back and just Look like a corpse.
Are you taking a short or a long rest, everybody?
I assumed it was a short one, but
I mean, the hearth will be there for either, so we can do either.
I think quite a few of us would benefit from a long rest.
How long have we been awake? I'm just wondering about exhaustion.
Yeah, you're right. Because you travelled across Barovia to get back to the castle. You will be on your last.
Is this place safe to rest for 8
It
hours?
might be our only option.
We'll keep a watch. I don't think we got much choice. We go exploring in here, but who knows what we might find. This room seems still. Let's keep quiet, keep a watch. I hope we last through the night. Or the day, or whenever it be.
Can I also, if we're going to take a long rest, can I spend some time with the Tome of Strahd, which I've had and not had a chance to actually read yet?
Oh yes, yes you can.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll end on that. I don't know where I put that. Has it been so long since we did it? I should put bookmarks in my notes. Or contents pages. No, it's not in there.
Not in that one either.
It does indeed seem almost peaceful here. Everything in its thick layer of dust has clearly been preserved for decades, if not centuries, and doesn't seem to have been touched very much in that time. Won't be in there. Okay, it might have to be next time. Whilst I'm finding that, was there anything anyone else wanted to do before we start taking rest?
If we're going to be taking a long rest, Cedric would just spend some of his time doing kind of like light medical work, trying to heal up Darzin a little bit so that he recovers properly overnight.
You can indeed do that, and the wounds are bad. There's artificial wounds, like not artificial, but it's not. He's had a couple of nails pulled out, a couple of teeth pulled out. There are some
Superficial.
deep cuts across him. Yeah. But there is one very bad wound where she is where she appears to have cut down to the bone in his thigh. You made it.
I will cure wounds then.
Yeah, over the. I mean, he will rest.
Yeah.
It's just I wanted to visualize the severity and lack of severity of wounds.
Just he has his legs.
Maybe back at Strahd's castle.
Jim and I have had a conversation about whether I could take his legs or not.
And I was very for it, actually.
You did it. You didn't get Irina, but you got Darzin and his legs. I think I found it. That's Magus's.
Darzin's more precious than any stupid amulet of Ravenkind.
Okay. Okay.
He's not
Okay.
quite
Okay.
as good at burning a vampire, though.
No, but he's better company.
Good at bombing a vampire.
Definitely better at bumming a vampire.
Not so much burning.
No.
Alessandra, where are you reading the book?
I'll go to the edge of the 30-foot sphere, lean against one of the bookshelves, kind of out of the way, but not completely out of sight.
Just you on your own then.
And Graham.
Graham. After a couple of using the notes that assumably Cedric had previously, you start to translate, and after about an hour, the words on the page suddenly, it's like they're moving on their own. They suddenly start to make sense. What do you read? You blink and you are in the chapel in Castle Ravenloft. Except the chapel is not in disrepair, it is not cobwebbed, and there aren't holes in the stained glass. It is beautiful. Their walls are clean white, and there are wreaths of flowers hanging from the ceiling. A smell of food somewhere down the hall, and people filing into the room. And standing at the front of the room by the altar is someone that looks like Cedric without the wounds on his
Slice and
face.
dice.
Yeah, in a very regal-looking red coat, full moustache, golden tassels, and at his waist a sword. Sunlight, actual sunlight, peeling through the stained glass, so the chapel is covered in this rainbow of light. And as you stand in this room, observing the crowd that is forming, is taking seats, begins to hush. And the doors at the back of the room open, and there in a beautiful white dress is what you can only recognize as Irina. Some harp music begins playing, and she starts that very slow walk down the altar. Everyone turn to her, and then suddenly that moment is broken by the snap of a string, because you have good perception. You recognize that whistle of a crossbow bolt, and I neglected to mention Strahd was stood next to his brother, also looking awesome, and the crossbow bolt finds Strahd's left shoulder. You hear it
Is
again.
that where it came from?
Yes, there are guards at the back of the room by the doors, and now they have closed the doors.
Okay.
Another crossbow bolt hits Sergei. And Tatiana is thrown out of the way, and chaos breaks out in the room.
Can I move in this? Am I part
Yes.
of it, or am I view? Can I run over to the Irina that I can see?
Yes, you can. She
and
is
right.
scared. She has been thrown to one side of the altar. It will take a little bit of maneuvering around the crowd, but you can get there.
Barge through them, and I will lean over her, and I'll use my body as a shield to try and protect her.
It is like you are there. You can feel other people's limbs hit your back as they try to push out through the doors around you, And then this voice that no one else seems to hear, or maybe they do, there's chaos everywhere, this deep voice just calls out from somewhere saying, remove your obstacle. And if you turn round and look up at the altar, you can see Strahd nursing his wound, looking down at his brother who has fallen to his knees. He's also been hit, blood starting to pool around his feet, and Strahd's pupils thin, his nostrils flare, and you just see him lunge for his brother. He is enveloped in a cloak. You're not sure what you're seeing. Irina will see this too and let out a scream and start to scrabble to try and get away.
I will try and cover her eyes from that. So I'm not trying to like cover her eyes. I'm just trying to obscure her vision of that scene, and I'll just tell her, "I'll protect you. I'll keep you safe. I'm so sorry." And it'll just be Alexander just having a slight breakdown, but trying to look after her.
Will you let her run away?
I'll move with her. I'll try and.
She won't go
bodyguard.
towards Strahd.
No.
She will go away from him. She will exit out of the back of the chapel. And as she realizes you're not going to stop her, and there don't appear to be any guards out here, any threat, she watches through the window as Strahd stands, his complexion completely changed. You haven't seen him like this yourself. His fangs are bared, his skin pulled back, he is pale, he is covered in blood, and she just screams and starts to run away from the chapel into the courtyard. And Strahd will follow her through the door that you left out of, and through the courtyard too, in pursuit. He will cry out to Tatiana, and what was a glorious sunny day, just overhead rapidly clouds over, and those goddamn mists start to form at Strahd's feet, filling the courtyard, and another bolt plunges through the mists and into Strahd's back, and another, and Tatiana is watching all of this, frozen in terror at this edge of the balcony. Well, Strahd just keeps, Sean Bean style, just keeps coming towards her. He turns around, these guards that are starting to gain on him. He just snarls and yeah, go ahead.
What? So the guards, the armor that they're wearing, is it like house colors?
It looks like his house. Yeah, they've got the crest of. Oh wait, but now they have. I think they. Oh, I can't remember. They've got like a blue ribbon or something to indicate something else. So you would notice that little difference. But it
from the history book that I read.
It looks like his guard's uniform. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as the bolts start to fill Strahd's body, he starts to fall to his knees, still grasping now up to Irina, grasping for Irina, and you see her topple. You see her scrabble backwards, topple backwards, and everything goes dark, and you're looking at the book again, and the words say, "The blackness returned, covering me, covering the world, never to lift. It weighed upon me heavier than the mountain, smothering and crushing me into something less than dust. I sent those traitors wailing on their way to rotting hell, but this was no victory, for I had just lost everything."
Alexander's just going to sit there and gently cry.
And we'll leave it there.
Mm.
Heavier than the mountain.
I don't know, a mountain, sorry.
Oh, no.
No, it's
Hey,
the
no, there might be
mountain.
something to it. The mountain.
There is a specific mountain in Barovia, isn't there? Is it Baratok?
I don't think, but as a
Hey, let me look for my conspiracy theories.
it is an allegory. Not an allegory. It's not a simile like the
It's not
mountain.
a fable.
I
No.
can't remember my degree.
Yeah, but
No, it's heavy-
Strahd comes from a land that's got one mountain, I think, or one range of mountains. So he probably
Yeah.
would refer to it as the mountain.
I wrote it, so it will be my failings.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just interpreting it.
Oh yeah, I'd gone full red string. Are you telling me not to red string this?
Don't red string heavier than a mountain.
But the Amber Temple is in the mountain, right? And if that's where this all started, maybe he refers to it as the mountain to try and cope with it, and the weight
This
of
is
whatever
exactly what my
happened
whole
in the
degree was
temple.
like. I was like, the people writing these books never meant any of this stuff that I'm inferring. It just happens to be that way, and so they look clever. But they
Yeah,
didn't mean
yeah.
any of that at all.
This is why I could never do English lit.
It's all bollocks. I love English lit. It's all bollocks.
Oh, it's amazing. I just couldn't do it.
No one ever thinks, oh yeah, this could secretly mean that. Well, they do think that, but not, I think, to the degree that you go into it in any English course.
It's
Well,
the same with
if you ever want to
anything,
write,
though. It's the same with anything, right? That you're passionate about.
but if you want to write something that has other meanings and deeper layers, I will happily red string it.
You also now have a scroll of cause fear. It reveals the oh sorry, I didn't mean to say it as Olaf. It reveals the spell for cause fear.
Allow me. Scroll of course fear.
I feel that
Don't
is
know why
quite
I said
funny
that.
for Alexander to have.
It was Alessander's.
He will use it.
Don't use it on yourself by accident.
Little scaredy boy.
I don't know about you, but I had playing. We may or may not play next week. I can run Monday, but I will happily give it over to Icewind Dale if we don't do it on Sunday because I'm going to be at the Edinburgh Fringe. Woo!
I think Steve said he can't run, or it's
We're
too close a call on Sunday, so it's just easier to
cancel.
I've got.
I tried so hard, but I've got 48 hours to see things, and
No,
No,
there's
you-
good things
you
on at
got-
8 o'clock.
God, enjoy the
Fringe
fringe,
it.
B.
Yeah,
Don't
you've
worry
gotta-
about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
but I
miss out.
tried. I want you to know I tried.
No, you gotta do it while you're there. Shame to miss out on that stuff.
Yeah.
This isn't going anywhere, is it? Which does bring me on to Out of the Abyss. So I think a few weeks ago I messaged everyone in the Out of the Abyss chat with some questions.
Can you send them
Bullshit.
again?
You already replied, Veronica.
We talked about it. I just didn't reply.
Yeah. So I'm
Also
I'm,
forgot to do.
I'm starting to prep, but I need you all to at least send me a message with what's going through your character's mind at the moment, what their intentions are, and maybe everyone needs to have a chat about it so that I can prep. I've got some stuff prepped. Obviously, you're sailing at the moment, so I've got some Dark Lake stuff lined up, but it will depend on what you do. But yeah, I just need to get an insight into what your characters are thinking and what they're planning to do so I can prep. Please.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to do this offline, but does this feel like should we move back to Out of the Abyss now and Amber Temple be your next?
Oh, we are at the Amber Temple.
Well, that's up to you. That wasn't why I was saying it. That's up to you, Veronica. But I've started prepping, so I just want.
I'm pretty much good to go to the end of the campaign now, so I can stop whenever. I just need to do the last bits of the Amber Temple and
Your call. Your call. If you want to carry on, that's more than fine. It does.
We'll chat.
Yeah. But I just wanted everyone to give some. Oh, sorry, my mic keeps dropping for some reason. Yeah, I wanted someone to everyone to give it some thought about what they want to do with their characters, what their characters' goals are, so that I can prep. Because I can prep stuff, but I don't want you to feel like I'm just railroading you. There are some. Not that necessarily railroading is always bad. You need an element of it in a story to keep it focused. Otherwise, it just becomes random wanderings. But there's some stuff that's going to happen that is consequences of what you've done previously. But ultimately, all I know at the moment is you want to go to Neverlight Grove, which is what I'm planning for. If there's more to it than that, you need to tell me. And that's about it. So. Yeah. Oh, Red Samurai's in chat. Hello. I've been chatting already.
Now I'm not running a game, I can actually look at the chat.
Yeah.
Hello.
Even though we're about to.
We're about to finish, but yeah, we were just talking about character concepts. They're playing Curse of Strahd as well. I think you said you've got a Dampier life cleric, which sounds quite an interesting character for.
Interesting. How polite. That sounds problematic. How's that going?
Sounds horribly problematic.
The Curse of Strahd's problematic, though, right? That's just the way it is.
Oh yeah, it's arguably the best way to deal with it. You throw all these problems at me, I'll just show up and be a problem. I will be a moral conundrum for everybody in the party.
There you go. Right, I'll wrap the stream up then.
Right. Thank you for playing.
Thank you for GMing.
Thank you.
Thank you for rescuing us.
Yes, thank you for not leaving us in the cells.
I'm going to be managed to actually get you out, but
I'm amazed. I didn't think it would. I thought it would be a nigh and impossible task, if I'm honest. But
only people I could think that could rescue you were the person who can world shape and the person who has thieves' tools. So I was planning to have Adam come down and get you some food, so you had a chance to get the keys off his belt or something.
Wild Shape is amazing. I love the Druid. It's the coolest class I think there is. So much it can do.
Druid is very good.
I can't believe how many times you teleported yourself into cells.
No, I hadn't learned the first time. Let's keep going.
Well, that made me laugh because I walked into it and then I looked up and Jim, like after we'd got out, Jim walked into the same spot I was in.
I didn't. You don't realise when you're building it how there is a lot there, but you don't realise how much fun it's going to be when people are actually walking through it.
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick, shall we turn the stream off because that's still us?
It is.
Sorry, yeah.
It was just because we all spent a good few seconds waving.
Bye.
Oh, did we? So yeah.
This is the proper wave this time. This is the final wave.